Hey there, I'm Tony Nicole. This is The Uplift. We got a great show for you, a great cast of characters as well. Among them, these, a tween with a strong admiration for an unexpected pop star, how her dream of seeing her idol was fulfilled. Also, an NBA player on how he got the courage to fulfill a lifelong goal and his dream to inspire others to do the very same. Plus, the patient who spent 35 years thinking about the nurse who saved her, and the heartwarming reunion coordinated by our David Begnaud. Plus, we take you to the Texas State Fair, where they are working to reach a whole new audience of fairgoers. All of that and much more heartwarming news. You're watching The Uplift. Hey there, welcome to The Uplift, the show that lifts you up for at least the next 30 minutes. You, and I like to say me as well. And here's where we begin. A story about admiration. Most tweens in the U.S. might admire a pop star, a modern one that is, something on the radio or streaming. But 11-year-old Paisley Gardner idolizes someone you might not expect. Here's Steve Hartman with her story.
Good morning, everyone. This is Meryl, and this is our lesson on
admiration. And we begin with my brother Emmett at the dictionary desk.
Good morning, Meryl. I'm defining admiration as a feeling of deep respect or approval.
Who is someone you admire?
My math teacher knows how to do literally everything.
People who just have the courage to stick with something that they are really interested in and keep going at that thing because that's what they want to do.
Good. It's important to have role models you admire because it helps you aspire to greatness too. For an example, we turn now to our library of stories past for this tale of true, undying admiration.
While most tweens in America are fawning over Bieber, Swift, and Styles, 11-year-old Paisley Gardner of Des Moines, Iowa has a different idol, a singer she kept hearing on the radio.
Sounds like an angel somehow.
Sounds like an angel.
Yeah.
What? Huh? Okay, well, that's kind of odd.
Parents Tony and Jessica say they didn't know what to think when their daughter became obsessed with that buttery smooth voice of that 70s soft rock legend, Michael McDonald. They say Paisley was smitten.
Without an image of who this person was.
So one day she Googled a picture of Michael McDonald and she came running up the stairs and flailed herself on the bed and was like, no, no!
Her pop star turned out to be a grandpop.
I just had to deal with it, but it's okay.
She really didn't care. So one day, her dad surprised her with concert tickets.
You want to go see him?
Yes.
Let's go.
And I almost screamed.
You did scream.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
McDonald is on tour with the Doobie Brothers.
I love you, Michael!
Paisley says she was the youngest fan in the audience by a generation and the only one who actually got to talk to McDonald.
Michael, you're my favorite!
Sort of.
He said thank you to me!
That was it.
He said thank you.
And that was enough for her.
He looked at me in the eye and said thank you.
After my visit, I reached back out to Paisley, and we talked about how cool it would be to have a real chat with him.
The odds of that happening would be very, very slim.
Or maybe not.
What's that?
Wait a second, what?
How are you, darling?
What?
It's okay, sweetie.
Eventually, Paisley recovered for a nice conversation and an even nicer invitation.
We'll have you see the show from backstage, maybe. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
A sweet gift for the girl who learned there's so much more to music appreciation
I love you.
than hair color.
Paisley Gardner joins us now. Hello, Paisley.
Hi. Do you still admire Michael McDonald or have you fallen for someone new?
Okay, so here's the thing. I kinda have fallen for someone new.
Is it Taylor Swift?
No.
Who is it?
This person named Melanie Martinez.
Have you told this to Michael McDonald?
No.
He's gonna find out now.
He is.
Did he keep his promise to let you go backstage?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We said hi. I gave him like a couple hugs.
How are you?
It was pretty cool.
How do you think it made Michael McDonald feel to know that he had an admirer as young as you?
Because most of his fans are like my age, right?
Does she even know how old you are?
Can I take a guess? 42.
That's right.
No.
Yeah.
He's
No,
60.
you hit it right on the number.
Nope.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Paisley admired a famous person, but a lot of non-celebrities deserve admiration too. Like all those people out there who resist negativity and divisiveness and carve out a few minutes of their day to join us here. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
And don't forget to stay kind.
Up next in a moment, the Texas State Fair, biggest in the country and now expanding to reach even more fairgoers. How are they doing it? That's coming up. Opal Lee, the trailblazing activist known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, is turning 98. To celebrate her birthday this year, she was throwing a party at a very appropriate place. Here's Ulysses Romero from CBS Texas.
Words weren't quite on the gift list for the birthday excitement Dr. Opal Lee's feeling. But her village managed to find just the right ones.
Opal Lee is a light that has shined in our neighborhood and our community.
Been able to see like all of her work over the majority of my life and throughout these years has been just remarkable.
Happy birthday to
The National Juneteenth Museum hosted an early 98th birthday Thursday for Fort Worth's one and only. The museum, being built on the south side, is coming along, with hopes of opening in time for her 100th birthday in 2026.
It means that people all over have come together to make the nation aware of our oneness. It's not just a Texas thing or a black thing. It's for everyone.
Dr. Lee says she can't wait to see how the exhibits offer a broader perspective of Juneteenth's power for everyone.
I think it's fabulous that we're not just having stuff just from Texas, that it will be from all over these United States, and I'm looking forward to it.
The hope is that people from all over these United States will come here to Texas to admire the legacy that Dr. Lee so proudly and purposefully built. One thing everyone can agree on is her power and her might.
I can see freedom in her, freedom for not just one individual, but for all the American people.
I'm humbled by it all.
Perhaps the best birthday gift of all is just life and more of it.
And I want to live to see that museum up and everybody coming to it.
Everything is bigger in Texas, or so I've heard, and the State Fair of Texas, well, it applies here. Largest in the country. This year it also got a little more inclusive. Here's Dawn White from CBS Texas at the iconic fairgrounds.
Here we go.
It's a feeling of anticipation for this group of young adult special education students from Allen ISD making their way into the State Fair of Texas.
That's a nice looking dinosaur.
Elated to see the colorful exhibits.
Cotton candy.
And taste the fair has to offer.
I feel happy, pretty happy about it. It's a good place to get you some exercise. Well, we got some whack-a-mole, knock down the ground, maybe some wing toss.
Instead of the typical bright lights and loud music, these students are taking part in the fair's first sensory-free morning with lights dimmed and music turned off.
Having different disabilities there sometimes can get overstimulated with bright lights or bright sounds or a huge crowd of people. So today everything is just kind of toned down and our kids are kind of able to function a little bit more normally than they would.
I'm here at the Save Kids Corral. This is one of 3 locations at the fair where people can go and take a sensory break if they are feeling overwhelmed.
Can we do one corn dog, please?
Allen ISD transition teacher Adam Wright says the fair is more than just fun and rides. It teaches young adults like Chris the skills they'll need in the real world.
I'm going to get 30 for a turkey leg and maybe a tea.
They're learning all kinds of skills, anything from social skills to just learning how to interact with people every day. And they're working on money skills, paying for things with tickets, things that they're drinking, eating, paying for rides and games.
Chris got his much anticipated fried turkey leg.
It tastes like bacon on the bacon glaze on it.
And learned skills to navigate life.
Oh, it's fantastic to see them thrive out here. You know, they're so excited. We've been talking about this for months.
It makes me happier. I'm excited. I'm not sad, angry. I'm happy. I want everything, like my teachers, my students too.
The mid-race always the best part where you get to win some prizes.
Students with special needs or who are on the autism spectrum can enjoy the sensory-free mornings on Wednesdays for the rest of the fair, leaving with many memories and favorites for next year.
Turkey leg!
In Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News, Texas.
Up next in a moment, meet the NBA player who had ambitions off the court, and after fulfilling his dream, he's hoping to inspire others to do the same. On the basketball court, he's accomplished beyond belief, plays in the NBA, in fact, but in the back of his mind, Jared Butler had a goal that he'd been pushing off. Until now, the Washington Wizards shooting guard sat down with Adriana Diaz to talk about diving into the deep end to pursue his lifelong dream.
Butler.
On the court,
That's Butler.
Washington Wizards shooting guard Jared Butler is a natural.
Here we go.
Unlike some of us.
Do the same thing you did, but use the little square right there.
And when he's not helping others with their form, he's working on his own in a whole other arena.
Was learning how to swim something that was always kind of in the back of your mind?
Mm-hmm. Always in the back of my mind. Always like the thing that I just couldn't do.
The professional athlete never learned how to swim growing up in Louisiana. He was busy playing basketball, and swim classes weren't readily available. But he says something generational was also at play.
My parents, my mom not being able to swim, kind of the fear kind of trickled down.
That's real.
Yeah.
Your mom probably didn't want to pass that on to you?
But it's like inevitable, you know?
If a parent doesn't know how to swim, there's only a 19% chance a child in their household will learn, according to the USA Swimming Foundation, which also found that 64% of black kids and teens have little to no swimming ability versus 40% of white youth.
Have you ever had any close calls?
There was one close call where I was attempting to kind of be in the deep end and hang on to the side, and I kind of let go and I went too far, and somebody ended up like grabbing me just right there, but that kind of just deterred me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stay on my side of the fence or stay in the shallow end.
Well, Jared, I think that's why it's so important that you're talking about it now.
Yeah.
The Wizards have an employee engagement office which helps players achieve personal goals. And when they learned about Butler's dream to learn to swim,
good to see you again.
So good to see you.
They set him up with veteran swim instructor Dana LaPierre.
Down. He was very hesitant.
I was like in the water and I was like, damn, my neck, like it's just like tensing up. Like, what is that? You know, she was like, oh, that's anxiety. That's fear right there.
How do you feel at the beginning of a lesson when you first get here versus the end?
When I get here, I'm like, Dan, I do not want to do this.
People in the water, they're looking at us.
And I'm just sitting on the bed.
Can you stop that?
And by the time I leave, I'm like, Dan, let me show you. Look, I can do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Move it, come on.
And he knows how to push forward through fear. At 18, he was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a genetic condition where the heart walls can be thicker than normal, which he's spoken about on Capitol Hill.
I just have a big heart. I mean that figuratively and literally. When I finally felt like I got to a place in my career where I could, and I felt confident enough to share about it, I was just like, I got to, and I'm glad I did, because people still to this day come up to me, asking me all the time about what to do, who to see, who to talk to.
Straight down to the hip bone, touch the hip bone.
And now he's speaking out about learning to swim as an adult in hopes of inspiring others.
I can't believe it, honestly. I'm so proud. I have all 3 girls, and I say kudos to the Butler family because, yeah, amazing.
That's so
he really is, honestly.
He's like the son you never had.
That's right.
That's so sweet.
And if I have anything to do with it, I'm going to make him the best.
Michael Phelps, watch out.
Oh, no, do not do that.
Coming up, the heartwarming reunion between a patient and the nurse who saved her life 35 years ago. For 35 years now, Allison Britain has thought of the woman she credits for saving her life. She had a burning desire to thank that woman, and David Bagno helped her do exactly that.
Dear David, my name is Allison Britain. This past May, during National Nurses Week, I shared on my Facebook my own story, thanking a nurse named Seti, who helped me heal from Guillain-Barré syndrome 35 years ago.
Allison Britain from Arkansas wrote to me about a woman she says she has never forgotten.
I was hospitalized and completely paralyzed when this debilitating disease struck me.
And that is where nurse Seti Prasad comes in.
We lost touch after I left the hospital. I would love to give her a hug just one more time and thank her for what she meant to me.
We wanted to help. So we found Seti in Temecula, California. And we told her that we would reunite her with Allison over a video chat. But instead, we flew Allison to California.
Hello!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you ready?
I am ready.
What she doesn't know is that you're going to walk right up to her door, and we're going to ring that doorbell, and she's going to come to that door, and it's going to be you.
This is a dream come true. Actually visualized that happening. She was my angel and my light in the time that it was so dark. And I was scared and I was lonely, and she and her alone made me think that I was going to be okay.
Allison was ready, and Seti was too.
Hello, Miss Seti.
Hi, David.
Are you excited about today?
Yes, and a little nervous. It's been years, and she found me. Wow.
You'll never know what this means to me, David. This is something that I've really dreamed of for a long time, just to thank her.
With Seti seated, I went and told Allison it was time. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm so excited, I can't believe it.
She got out of the car and was practically shaking. We walked up the street and we snuck right up to Seti's doorstep and made that call.
Seti! Allison! Oh, you are in your garden?
Oh my goodness, oh, I cannot believe this. I was so excited to get to sing with you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Seti. Oh, my little angel, I'm so excited. Where are you?
I'm in my house. In Temecula. Shall I answer? Yeah, please. Allison, hold on. Somebody is knocking at the door. I don't know who is this.
Oh, it's okay. Go get it. It's okay.
Oh my God! You actually came! Oh my God! I found you. Yes, you did.
You haven't changed a bit.
I saw David on the window. Oh my God!
Oh, surprise!
Very surprised. God, Allison. Oh, I didn't know what happened after you went.
I didn't know where you went either. That's why I thought of you every day, and I wanted to find you.
Yes.
You have no idea all these years what you meant to me, did you?
No.
No, but I'm here to tell you.
A lot.
I'm here to tell you.
Go sit down.
Yes, let's sit down. Oh, surprise!
Why do y'all have Kleenexes?
Get one. I didn't think you would remember her 35 years later, or at least this well.
Never. You know, you never forget somebody who made an impact in my career.
And I had no idea, and I'm thinking I didn't know if I was going to be okay. And every day,
yes,
every day you came in and
you
said
know
you're
that
going
I
to be
was
okay.
so worried, and I said, Allison, come on, just kind of coaching you and reassuring you, you'll be fine. Anytime I'm on duty, I told the head nurse, I want to take care of Allison as one of my patients. But you know, she needed total care. And you allowed me to take care of you, Allison.
You were such a light in such a dark time that I was going through. And my mom, as much as she wanted to be there, my dad was so sick. And she was trying to work. And she said, Seti is there for you when I can't be. And I knew that.
She trusted me.
She trusted you.
It's so nice, you know, to be trusted by the family.
When Allison reached out to me, she said something that stuck with me. She said, I couldn't even close my own eyelids.
No.
And she said Seti would come in and close them. And you told my producer the same thing. You remember doing that.
Huh?
And I remember
Because
the touch.
nothing was working. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love you so much.
You have the biggest heart of anybody. I don't know if you will ever understand how much you impacted my life.
Wow. I'm so honored.
And I'm sorry it took
I'm
me so long to
honored.
find you.
As they reminisced, I realized there's a healing power to relationships. And you know what, friends? It is never, ever too late to say thank you. Everything you hoped it would be?
And more. I want to thank you because it has been the thrill of my lifetime to be able to reconnect with that sweet lady. I love that I get to be in her life again. That's very, very special to me.
That's our show. I hope it brightened your day. I hope it lifted you up. If for some reason it didn't, and I can't believe that, but if for some reason it didn't, go ahead and press play again. The reruns are free. I'm going to find some good news.